Hey, apocalyptic renovators, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Rescue, Episode 14, Kitchenette. Level up carpentry and build a kitchenette. It's going to be a very, very simple kitchenette. It's not going to be sexy or anything like that. I'm going to whip it together. So we'll start with Woodcraft 2 and work our way up. Oh, there's also the mechanics tape I need to pull out. This shouldn't take too long because I have all the lovely, so many lovely tapes. I also need to put away the meat that I have in my backpack. Stop for a second. Really? Stop. No means no, show. No means no. I'm just gonna put my mug in there. My Spiffo mug when I want coffee or whatever. Tea. I don't have a coffee maker yet, though. One more item in the long list of things to collect. Alright, I think we're good. Man, it wasn't too long ago that the VHS tapes weren't even a thing. And how difficult it was to try to level up was... It was rough, man. It was rough. Yeah, 6 was winning, which was build. It's back up now. The polling is back up. Alternatively, I could also make the kitchenette on the landing. Maybe I'll ask you guys where to build the kitchenette. The stairwell, landing, or the metal railing area. I really don't have a lot of skin in the game here. I'm happy to do both. So the stairwell landing, I would have the kitchenette up here, where I'd have like a stove, a sink, whatever, and then I would just build stairs to put rain barrels on the top of this part. Maybe even put my bed up there once I get a bed, because one of the other advantages of leveling up my carpentry is that I'll be able to move a bed with a higher % chance of success from, you know, from an adjacent building over and actually use it, because I've just been in this armchair because the chances of me just like breaking a bed instead of actually moving it was really high. But that might change. Okay, we're almost at carpentry 4. So the minute I hit carpentry 4, I want to stop watching and read the next book. The only downside for the stairwell landing is unless I boil my own water, stairs do require a bit more carpentry skill. It requires me to get up to 6, whereas I can start to get rain barrels at 4. So it will be a little bit harder to set this area up for plumbing. But there's a lot of like carpentry stuff to break down around me, so I don't think it would be too challenging. I can leave that pole up a little bit longer. What are we eating tonight? We are going to eat a meat patty. I'm not doing anything to it. Just a meat patty. My guess is we've lost power. Kind of hard to tell without me turning off my generator, but I don't really want to do that in the middle of cooking. But that would be my guess. I should make some bread? Yeah, well, you know what I'll do? Glitch is I'll put up, like, viewer suggestions after I'm finished with the kitchenette, so that you all can just suggest your own things. I'll even open up the viewer submitted ideas now. What was that noise? That was an ambient noise I've never heard before. Was that the power going down? I don't know. It's a really good question. We are so close for this this poll. I'm going to run it one more time. See if we can't, because it was only like one vote away. So if we can't get a bit more of a spread. While I power read Carpentry 3. Now I'm due for a rainstorm today sometime, right? According to the game. Nope, there it is. Going inside. That was weird. I vaulted and then just didn't vault. Can you read all three books one after the other? No. You can only read books in sequence. So Carpentry Volume 3 gives you a multiplier for levels 5 and 6. I'm at level 4. But if I tried to read Carpentry 4, it would be too advanced for me. The game just won't let you read it. So I can demonstrate that here for you. Carpentry 4. Skill level too low to read. So you can't just read them all and then watch the tapes. You have to do back and forth one at a time. Y'all are watching Woodcraft. World of Woodcraft. I am also getting hungry and thirsty. Let's cook some more. Metal railing area wins by a vote. So it's... both have won by one vote. Am I crazy to have it again? At this point, you know, whatever. I'm mostly joking with it being offered, but if you have a preference, express it. The only reason I'm just leaving this poll back up is right now I'm working on the skill level. Although, with that said, I already have enough skill to make the basic rain barrels, so I could start basic rain barreling up if I had the trash bags, wood, and nails. Oh, look at that. Cooking went up. Yep, there goes another one of my neighbors. Ah, screams in the morning. So that is all the woodcraft tapes I have. However, some of the survival tapes is also woodcraft. But I need to look them up because I don't have them memorized. VHS Project Zomboid. Let's see here. Exposure survival 1 is fishing, 2 is fishing, 3 is farming, 4 is carpentry. I don't have 4. 5 is carpentry and foraging. Don't have 5. 6 is trapping. 8 is carpentry. So this is another carpentry tape. But then after this, I will be out of tapes. I would need to go to another VHS store for more tapes. There we go. I've hit now carpentry level 5. The fast way. I didn't even lift a hammer. I just watched some tapes. But, I might as well watch Dead Wrong and Mother's Boy as well. It's not going to do much for me, but might as well just have that under my belt. And Damn Ives, thank you for the resub. Is it 4 in the morning? Uh-oh. Someone wasn't paying attention to the time. So there we go, a little bit of like reloading and short blade. What time is it in game? Oh, jeez. Alright, so Meadow Railing wins by a long shot. I guess I'm staying up all night. Yeah, I mean, I'm only doing carpentry, so it doesn't really matter. So much. It's too bad I didn't get up to level 7, because your woodwork starts to not look ugly at level 7. Okay. Get my planks on. I'm also probably going to want the sledgehammer, which is in my weapons. Come on, weapons. There it is. And now the question is, how many times am I going to fall? This is weird. Why can't... Hello? Destroy. I am clicking. He is... Okay, I might have to destroy it from the other side. I think is going to be the case. So let's move this trash can. And then start... Floors down. So I'll just add a little section here. For the kitchenette, because I'm sort of out of room. I was doing that whole thing of like, I don't have roof over me. Ooh, look, I'm outside now. Spooky. It goes away on like save and load, or there's a bunch of other ways to make it fix. And I think what I'll do is I'll just skip an entire day of sleep so that my sleep schedule goes back to something more normal eventually. And I do know that, yeah, like, the water then which... Actually, water's not out. I still have unlimited water. So it's just the power that's gone. It is unbelievable that it's so late for me to still have power and water. Very weird. Now, because there are no recurring choppers, as this is just default apocalypse difficulty, I don't really need to bother with the windows out here that are that are covered. There might be a reason to build a catwalk out there anyway, though. And the reason would be it would give me access to the rest of the roof out this way, which would allow me to have a lot wider variety of exits if I ever get surrounded or whatever. This is sort of like using reclaimed pallet wood for construction. Granted, it's not pallet wood, it's just boxwood, but pretty similar. So much room for activities? Yeah, exactly. I mean, how else am I going to play croquet and frisbee golf in the zombie apocalypse? I want to add, those are not the things I would do if it was a zombie apocalypse. I might practice my my blade skill. Practice the sword, right? And I will also add a fence to this so that I can't just so easily yeet myself and get hurt falling. There we go. Now I'm on the roof. The lower roof. It's very spooky out there. I need more wooden planks for a door frame. But I could probably put the sledgehammer away. There's really not much that I'll need to sledge now. Saves me a lot of carry weight. One of these... Oh! What, did I fall? What was that? My character just like give up on life, going, I'm gonna let go. That was weird. Just parkour? Yeah. Parkour is probably a very bad hobby to have in a zombie apocalypse when a twisted ankle is like life or death. But, you know, whatever. You only die once. Also, it seems like Ray's here just became extraordinarily bad at carpentry all of a sudden. The last 5 boxes I broke down have yielded 1 plank. Like, dude, what the hell? If I wanted scrap wood, you'd be doing an awesome job. I, however, do not want scrap wood. I want real wood. Boy, have I made a mess. This is how all my bases end up looking. Until you guys can't stand it anymore and you propose me cleaning up the horrible floor mess that I've made. Hey, box of screws. I need one of those for the antenna. Pick that up. It's also probably worth reminding myself what ingredients I'm going to need for the antenna build. Screws would be one of them. Got the door frame in. I don't think I'm going to catwalk this whole thing. It's just going to take me too long. But I will put a door there. After I eat some dehydrated meat sticks. And chocolate. And chips. The breakfast, lunch, and dinner of champions. Which, my carpentry box is what, this one? I don't know if I've been collecting door handle. No, I haven't. So that's, the door is going to have to wait because I'm not about to go out while I'm ridiculously tired and to get door handles. It's a bad idea. It's a recipe for disaster. My lord, man. What kind of experience? You're way too experienced to be making these many mistakes disassembling crates. We almost have all the wood for the fences, and then I'm kind of done with this task. Then it's just like moving the... maybe building a rain barrel and plumbing up a sink. Which isn't... I don't have one, but it's not too hard. Just fetch one once I've slept. Oh my god. For the love of God, stop smashing the crates like you're the Hulk. Every crate. Just splinters of wood everywhere. You're not even trying, man. You're not even trying. Like, don't lie to me. You're just intentionally destroying these things. I have a carpentry skill of 5. Oh, I'm getting sad. You gonna need a little magazine, a little comic. After these 3 crates, I'll cater to his needs before he gets all depressed and weepy. Don't want that. He's got some anger issues with the wood. I think you're right. Does tiredness affect yield? I don't believe it does. I think it's just bad luck. The old RNG argument. So, I think what I will do is I have enough planks for the wooden door, is just put the last 4 planks I have away and plan on moving a kitchen table from somewhere else. Not building it myself, because until I hit level 7, the things that I build are a little ugly. You know what will cheer you up? Ice cream. Eat a whole pint of ice cream. And you're very bored. So let's go outside. Hey, Sunshine. Thank you for the resub. Well, I will say you can get a lot accomplished by just not sleeping. As long as you don't have to fight zombies, there's really no disadvantage of not sleeping. But if you have any suggestions for what I should do for tomorrow, or for once the kitchenette's done, submit them now, and I will start to compile them into a poll in a minute. A roof with no railing, you sense a fractured leg? Maybe. You might be right. So the only books I haven't fully read, I think, is just cooking. Just the next cookbook. Hey, you gifted subs too. Cheers, man. I'll drink to that. Did my character just sleep for 13 hours? I know I pulled an all-nighter, but holy hell. So I'm going to want to grab a sink and at least one, kitchen shelf, cabinetry, whatever. I don't know what to call it. I think the better furnishings across the street will have what I need, I hope. It also might be worth attempting to move a bed. I don't have particularly high hopes for being able to do it successfully without fail, but, you know, who knows. Counter, yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. Counter. Oh, I forgot to bring my pipe wrench. Well, at least I have the counter. Maybe I will attempt for a bed. Yeah, let's do it. I'll do the large modern bed. Ready to break it? Yep, it broke. I only have 3/4 of the parts. Try again. The oak bed. I broke half of it. Alright, the large fancy bed. Broke half of that, too. The bunk beds. Oh, the bunk beds survived. Well, I guess we're bunking. I have a bed, at least. It might be a bed better suited for, like, a 7-year-old, but whatever. A bed's a bed's a bed. This is why I didn't even bother trying to move the beds until later on in my carpentry skill, because even with level 5, I broke almost half of everything I touched. Yeah, is bad. Now I can leave that armchair there as just a way to enjoy the TV. So, put the counter here. I probably want one more counter to move the microwave. I might even want a third counter. You know, I'm going to move the counter. Don't break it, thank you. I'm going to put it back like this. Because I'm going to want microwave, coffee maker, sink. You know, there's a bunch of things that I'm going to want set up on it. Oops. Didn't mean to yell. But, yep, there we go. Now I have a bed up here. The other thing I need to do while I'm over there is to grab the doorknob and handle, too. And I didn't actually grab the pipe wrench, because I'm unbelievably bad at remembering things. Don't think any zombies heard me yell, hey. Doesn't seem like it. Can I cover the outside by the new door and have stuff on the second floor roof and have it be indoors? So are you talking about the kitchenette floor area? Just so that I know exactly what you mean. Because for that to be indoors, all I need to do is to, reload the game, and it will become indoors. Oh man, you just had to break the... Now I'm gonna have unmatched counters. Alright, let's poll about what I do tomorrow. Mark, I am not going to be using yours because I'm not planning on using that skill at all. There's really only 3 choices here, ultimately. Alright, there's the sink. I'll move the microwave. Wait, seriously? Oh, no, it's plumbed to city water. Okay. I was like, the rain barrel is just definitely not over here. Not a chance. Okay, it's plumbed. I didn't grab the doorknob and handle, even though I reminded myself to do it and then just still didn't do it. I also fell down. Is that the same sheet rope that I fell down? Am I 2 for 2 for the same sheet rope? Seems like it. And, that's embarrassing. Something wrong with that sheet rope. All I need is one more hinge. Thankfully, the zombies disassembled this door so very kindly for me. Alright, we can put a door on the end of our catwalk. Now, if I was smart, I would try to figure out exactly where the sink is and then plumb the rain barrel above the sink so that the rain barrel can actually feed the sink. But it's actually oddly hard to do until the water goes out, because I won't know whether I'm drawing from city water or from the rain barrel. So I'm going to wait on that. Cool. There we go. Lovely. Still feel like I'm a bit underweight, so I'm gonna eat my feelings here. There we go. 77 and up. And you guys want me to raid a point of interest from my map. Okay, cool. I'll figure out where that should be. But yeah, the kitchenette is kind of done. For now. Until I get another counter. I'm also trying to set it up that I can walk around it. So it's a bit of a kitchen island or whatever. It's good enough. Let's take myself a hobo bath. While I still have running water. Curious when that will run out. It's already August 3rd. See what the news says. Now that I've read the next mechanics, I can continue watching the car zones. See if there's any more experience left in car zone 1 and then move on to car zone 2. Yep, there was more experience in Car Zone 1. I got about 100 XP. So that's why, as you might have noticed, I like the moment I level up, I'll stop watching. So that I can get more experience by reading the book first. It's kind of important. Paid off for sure. And now my mechanics is 3 and change. Not bad for 2 car zone tapes. So tailoring's fully read, mechanics fully read, metalwork's fully read, electrical's fully read, cooking is not, carpentry fully read. Nice. Let's pick a point of interest. So there is food in that house. There's a military tent over there. And a stash here. A gun house, a gift in the cemetery, or a truck. So I'm not wanting to leave Louisville, so what map location to go to? Food, truck, gift, gun, stash, or tent. There you go. You decide. You didn't remember the rescue thing? Of course I don't need farming. Yeah, that's why I left it off. I don't have any intention of, like, long-term survival, because it's just not part of the ultimate goals. What I did want to see is whether or not I'm going to be losing water soon. I blew through that radio report. Try again in a second. Alright, here we go. Is it going to say anything about water? So it's a blackout. Yep, I already got that. Doesn't say anything about water, so I'm going to have water for at least one more day. Interesting. Very interesting. Eat some absolute horrible junk food. Jelly beans, gummy worms, chips, orange soda. Try to get my weight up a little bit more. When the game fashions like an actual nutrition system, I'm going to be so dead. It's going to be like, you died of diabetes. You died of congestive heart failure. And then before I go to sleep here, I am going to go back out to the menu and load back in, so my kitchenette is indoors. It's going to be weird that I'm like outdoors every time I try to cook. So, do that before I sleep. Or not, because, you know, the game's like, haha. There we go. So it looks like we're going to head to the stash area. But here is a proof that saving and loading will work. I walk over here and I'm no longer weird outside. It's now proper indoors. It just requires like a reboot. It's pretty easy to do. The Outdoorsman trait, it makes you, for the most part, not get sick when you're wet. That's the big thing it does. So you're not affected by harsh weather conditions. You have a 90% reduction in chance to get a cold, a reduction to get scratched or lacerated when walking through trees. You light fires quicker, and you have less of a chance to break fire kindling. You do increase your foraging search, and you get a bonus to finding certain things. It's a pretty cheap trait for the benefits that it incurs, which is why I almost always take it. Because getting sick when you're wet, I mean, it can be mitigated if you like walk around with towels in your backpack and like dry yourself off constantly and make sure that you don't get like too cold or whatever, but that gets really boring really fast to have to like constantly manage. It's the same with like a hemophilia trait, right? Like you could be a hemophiliac, and as long as you're constantly washing yourself, it's fine, but like, I don't want to constantly have to clean myself with blood every time I get bloody. Like, forget that. That's awful. So, there's a lot of traits like that that are like, oh, you know, you can manage it. Whereas, like, smoker is really easy. I have 200 and something cigarettes. How many cigarettes do I have? I have 250 almost cigarettes, and, like, I smoke, like, once a day. It's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty easy to manage. Just let the blood crust. Extra defense? No, thank you. That sounds gross. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Rescue, which originally streamed live on Twitch, September 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers,